停止在线练习，场上陌生球员请回球队集体。
好了，在这边来提醒说，现场的朋友在待会将会来关闭我们的场灯，也请大家赶紧找到自己的位置上来就坐。特别要来提醒，今天带着小朋友前来支持勇士的家长们，待会比较困难，更要留意小朋友移动时的脚步，更要注意安全。而在2楼有许多的美食摊位，欢迎大家选购好吃的餐点，吃饱之后才有力气来一起为台北富邦勇士加油！谢谢大家。
快投好，叮叮叮叮叮，叮叮叮叮叮，快投好，叮叮叮叮叮，叮叮叮叮叮。
勇士已经成立12年了
，12年了，
明年就13年了
，13年了，
快到位置坐下吧，
坐下了。
欢迎所有支持台湾篮球以及支持台北富邦勇士的每一位好朋友们，在今天5月23号星期六的下午，一起来到勇士的主场和平篮球馆。在今天呢，是本季我们第1轮季后赛的第2场赛事。先用掌声送给自己好吗？用行动支持台湾的篮球，用行动支持台湾的每一个球队，还有我们台北富邦勇士。再来呢，在今天是我们第2场的系列赛的第2场比赛呢，也要邀请大家全力的一起为勇士来加油呐喊之外，在完成今天的比赛之后，在下礼拜5月26，勇士即将前往台南的客场，也在这边想要邀请今天主场来到现场的每一位勇士的伙伴，希望大家在下周的客场赛事可以陪伴勇士完成下一场比赛，前进我们的下一个目标，一起完成每一件事，每一个目标都要一起好好的完成。再来到我们今天呢，一样赛前有很多的游戏活动，还有我们许多的礼物送给大家，相信大家来到勇士都是收获满满啊！而在接下来，拿起大家我们的折扇哦。 准备要来一起热情掌声欢迎拿下啦啦队年度最佳啦啦队4连霸的富邦 Angel， 掌声欢迎富邦 Angel！
지금 하늘 흐름 색은 좋다
掌声送给富邦 Angels。
现在介绍双方球队登录名单。首先介绍客队台钢猎鹰队，球衣背号1号王绿翔，2号张志豪，5号 Number 5麦拉伦，7号崇义仁，8号李允杰，13号谢宗荣，15号林宇谦，18号 Number 18盖比，24号郭兆杰。先发球员 Starting Five 背号3号古毛维嘉，4号 Number 4迪蒙，6号白萨，23号陈范博彦，00号 Number 00飞斗士，总教练 Head Coach Raul Corner， 助理教练 Assistant Coach Sean Kiramati， 助理教练 Chris Osha， 助理教练邱品莲，体能教练郭涵博，训练师徐子轩。发言人高景言，总经理王成伟。这个赛季，我们将再次挑战卫冕军团，无论面对多大挑战，永不退缩，拼尽全力，不留遗憾，为团队、为冠军而战。今年也将再次打造热血沸腾的勇士主场。
Watch as I fall on my face. Yeah, they thinking that's all that it takes. Yeah, they going, he's out of the race. Yeah, they counting the hour, but wait, he's beating the odds. Take to the mill, let's do it. Focus to beat it and watch. All of the dodge, all the hits that I took to become what I am is insane. I am unbreakable. I am unstoppable. I am unedible. How can they stop me? I'm breakable. I am unbreakable. I am unstoppable. I am unedible. How can they stop me? I'm breakable. They watch as I'm falling apart. So much pressure, they're calling it hard. It's an understatement. The scars are the proof. It was deep, it was hard. Okay. I am unbreakable. I am unstoppable. I am unedible. How can they stop me? I'm breakable. And I am not breaking.
Brave or hard， 台北富邦勇士的球迷们准备好了吗？让我听到你们的尖叫声！现在介绍地主队台北富邦勇士球员登录名单。首先欢迎勇士吉祥物比尔。球迷名单背号0号后卫东北角一哥南洋小跑车赖廷恩。 背号3号后卫来自麻省理工 MIT 学霸 ，Number 3 Spencer Lee 林俊佑。背号6号后卫帅气与球技兼具，国民姐夫吴永胜。背号11号后卫3分冷箭，锋芒内敛 ，KJ 洪凯杰。背号12号后卫勇士队精神领袖，永远的人气王野兽林志杰。背号23号前锋篮板怪物外籍生强纳森 ，Number 23 Jonathan Nchukube。背号33号来自加拿大 AKA 塞尔维亚中锋内外出击杨科维奇 ，Number 23 Stefan Yankovic。背号88号本土中锋酷帅高冷曾祥军。Now starting by， 将介绍先发5人名单，背号1号超强外籍生，体能炸裂的4号位大前锋 PLEAGUE 莫巴耶。背号4号后场发动机，能 hold 住目光的全能后卫陈佑伟。背号10号披荆斩棘的刀锋战士古德温 ，Number 10 Archie Woodward。背号55号巩固禁区绝不让步，霍家师傅霍利菲 ，Number 55 Michael Holyfield。背号8号前锋防守大锁，逆流而上的鲑鱼 ，Number 8周桂宇。领队兼总教练许晋哲，教练吴永仁，助理教练林伟浩、陈立焕、梁兆轩，体能教练郑维轩，防护师林武章、彭玉明，球队翻译王义忠，训练员莱恩远，总经理叶宗礼。
好的，在热身的同时，也邀请大家准备好接好我们的礼物喽。好，接下来要邀请大家拿起你手中的折扇，在今天一样进场就有提供给大家，先将你手中的折扇折起来。我们要再次邀请到富邦饮酒来到场中，邀请大家先将你手中的折扇折起来。我们要一起复习一下，来到勇士的主场，怎么样一起来为台北富邦勇士应援加油！邀请不管你坐在哪里，都将你的折扇先折起来。今天一样要来为各位复习我们在主场为勇士的进攻加油节奏，还有防守节奏，还有培养我们的默契。好，来到我们的勇士主场呢，最熟悉也会最常听到的，当然就是 Let's Go 富邦 ，Let's Go 勇士，帮我们拿起你的折扇，一起跟上节奏，拍5下 ，Let's Go！Let's Go 富邦 ，Let's Go 勇士 ，Let's Go 富邦 ，Let's Go 勇士。谢谢大家，再来看到我们今天身上所穿的，正是我们城市版的台北球衣，也就是说，我们要继续为台北这座城市争夺更多的荣耀。当你在比赛中听到 Go Go 拆配，请帮我们用力的拍打6下，比较快哦，跟上节奏，一起 Go！Go Go 拆配 ！Go Go 拆配 ！Go Go 拆配 ！Go Go 拆配！ 谢谢各位。再来，比赛中你还会听到 TFB 帮我们喊出来之外，一起拍5下，喊出我们的气势。TFB 一起来。谢谢大家，再来我们的主场，你就会听到1个灯、2个灯、3个灯。
After setting the Plus League record for scoring in a single game, Archie Goodwin put on another show in Game 1 of the series. 45 points, surpassing Braves icon and teammate Michael Singletary, who had 43 in the 2022 Plus League Finals, the second of the Braves' three-peat. Goodwin led the Braves to an opening game blowout win. The team in its Plus League playoff history is a perfect 3-0 in the semifinals, winning all Game 1s. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, seniors and noobs. Good evening to you from Taipei Hooping Gymnasium. In back-to-back seasons, the Challenger Series features the TSG Ghosthawks against the Taipei Fubon Braves. Our colleague, formerly at Formosa Television, Zhang Yaozong, taking in the game in support of his buddy and mine in Tai Jingjing on tonight's Mandarin broadcast. The Ghosthawks are going for a series split, while the Braves are 3 for 3 in winning the first 2 games of the semifinals series. In the Plus League history, 7 out of 8 teams who win Game 1 go on to win the series. Though that stat flips in the Plus League finals, funny enough, a lot in part due to the Braves. On the Mandarin broadcast comment track, it's Zhengzhou University's Chen Ziwei and Formosa Television's Cai Qingjing。球迷朋友们，你找了官方英文转播，要听中文的讲播，展评就按照中文转播连接。谢谢你收看，记得我们 Plus League 转播都要帮忙按赞。The Braves in Game 1, 119 points is the second highest of all playoff games, first round and finals included. They tied their own semi-finals record against the Dreamers on June 12th in double overtime, though. So 10 extra minutes on the clock. The local power forwards were shouted out in the Plus League show. 各位观众，要来跟你介绍，你知道各式各样的林志杰是什么节吗？过新年的林志杰叫做农历春节，节嫂的另一半他叫做什么呢？情人节。哎呦，吃粽子的林志杰叫做什么呢？端午节。哎呦哎呦。喜欢变装的林志杰叫做万圣节。哎呀，那你们知道迷你兽的爸爸是谁呢？就是野兽林志杰。各位观众，就在下个礼拜5月30号到6月22号，在我们的松烟文创的1号仓库，杰哥的志杰传奇之路就要正式的开张了。还没有买票，还是你有空的朋友，一定要去看看杰哥的传奇之路。我们等你来哦，对不对？等你来哦。Travis making festival puns on Lin Zijie in promoting the exhibition to be set up in the Songyan warehouse #1. In his final playoff run, Beast and the Braves hope to capture a title. Last year coming 1 win shy of becoming 4-time Plus League champions. Part of the Braves' success is building that 2-0 lead. No teams have come back from being down 0-2. Only the 21-22 New Taipei Kings even pushed it to a Game 5 in Hsinchu. Getting a look, though, at Archie Goodwin's performance. Things got started off with the referees allowing a push to Ethan's chest. He scored inside, but Goodwin was incendiary hot in the game. Though the Ghosthawks were making it on the easier side, by my count, 13 points, virtually uncontested on the fast break and an alley-oop layup. Taking advantage of his size and agility in some baseline out of bounds as well. Be a big point of emphasis for the Ghosthawks. And how effective was Archie Goodwin? His 45 points mentioned is the Plus League playoff high, hitting 15 of 23 field goals. Meanwhile, all 3 imports by the Ghosthawks combined for 40 points on only 15 of 38 shooting, so 15 more shots just to have the same number of field goals made. Goodwin's record surpasses, as we mentioned, Michael Singletary, but in the playoffs, in the very same series, Steph Hicks and Jaron Young, different series, excuse me, but the same playoff run. Hicks against the Braves scored 42 points when he was the only import available, and Jaron Young in the first round against the Pilots was able to score 42 in a game.
我觉得一定是提升我们很大的信心，然后，但是这毕竟是季后赛的第一场嘛，然后我们虽然是大比分赢球，但我觉得我们也不行松懈啊，或者是比较放松这样，因为季后赛就是每一场都很重要，然后我们也是每一场都要把我们好的地方就是保持，然后不好的地方就是回去再改进这样。我觉得他也很相信我，就是他可能从开季的时候他可能是控球，然后可能后面变到我控的时候，他也是很相信我，然后也是很会，就是在场上也是听我去指挥啊，然后去就是听我就去发号施令之类的，所以我觉得他信任我，然后我也会觉得就是可能在场上让大家都去参与到进攻，就是可能不是只有一个人在单打，然后可能是全部人都参与到进攻，然后再有我们的防守，然后走上快攻这样。
Starting point guard for the Braves, Jerry Tenyoue, saying, indeed, getting game 1 was a boost, but it is a series. They cannot give up the edge. Every game is important, and they will be making adjustments every game. As for Archie Goodwin, he says, does have his trust at point, listens to his play calls. They do want to play as a team and attack on the fast break. On the other side, it's Guma Weijia.
勇士的防守其实很多元化。就他们有对挡拆有很多的防守的方式，那每一场比赛其实都一直在更换。像昨天的比赛，其实也是做了蛮多套的防守的系统。所以我觉得这一块就是需要比较静下心的去好好的观察，就是阅读防守他们如何去防守。现在守这个，我们该如何去进攻，所以会比较注意在这一块的地方。其实我觉得我们从他加入的时候，我们一直以来都不是一个就是让洋将一直持球去单打的一个球队。我们比较讲求就是球的流动啦，然后去以团队的方式去进攻。那我觉得就像我刚才说，就是我们需要去把我们的执行力去做好。就是如果我们的进攻就是有好的执行，有好的流动。就是也会有好的出手的机会，所以我觉得这也是会有帮助到我们，不管是麦拉伦还是我们自己出手的命中率都会提高这样子。
Meanwhile, Guma Weijia and the Ghosthawks countering, saying that the Braves bring a lot of different defensive schemes and coverages on the pick and roll. They need to read the defense better and choose their attack. And sharing that about his import teammates, that their team is not about isolation attack, need ball movement and help everyone on offense. And as for being asked about the big deficit, saying maybe not huge adjustments, but in a certainty of the execution. Tonight's officials from left to right, it will be Yu Haoping, Zhang Liyue, and Zhang Junyao. As for the starters, it will be the same as Game 1 for the Ghosthawks. A.MEG, Phil, Chen Fanboye, Damon Brooks, Guma Weijia, and Bai Sa. And as for the Braves, Michael Holyfield, Mbaye, Goodwin, Jerry Chen Yongwei, and Josh Zhou Huiyu. The Ghosthawks in gold have the same starting lineup the last 3 games of the regular season, and now 2 straight playoff games. Meanwhile, Holyfield had 1 start in the regular season, now 2 straight, as the ceremonial opening tip is up. The Braves in their pinstripe dark blue jerseys. Ghosthawks got off to a good start in Game 1, but need to figure out a way to maintain it. So with that said, we are underway here in Game 2 as Damon Brooks sees it out of bounds off of Mbaye. TSG Ghosthawks in their 2nd year in the Plus League are looking for their first playoff series win. Now they, in their time in the T1, did make it to the finals in their 2nd year as a club, but lost in 4 straight to the eventual champion of CTBC DEA. A missed shot, but A.MEG get the offensive board, has a Holyfield stonewall him. Deflection on the pass, Zhou Huiyu will end up with it. Finding a little bit of crease off the backboard for a miss as A.MEG out-toughens Holyfield for that defensive rebound. 0-0. Vardas not seeing the double team and is fouled. Had an open shooter, but drawing a foul gets a reset. Michael Holyfield is the defender being called. Fresh 14 as they created a 3-man screen for Gumao. Now over to A.MEG. Right hook, in it goes. A.MEG had a team-high 22 points on very efficient shooting from the floor. Ball gets away, though, as Guma Weijia will take it all the way for the Ghosthawks 4-0 lead. New improve Plus League, a playoff score bug now has the team timeouts. Well, there are no individual timeouts, that being said. And then the series score on the bottom. On a mismatch, a poke away as we have a 3-on-2 back to A.MEG. A tough take, gets the roll. Now it's the Braves who are coughing up the basketball. Braves are up 11-8. They turned it over 19 times, though. As Goodwin with an isolation, shoots the shot, makes it in Guma Weijia's face, quite literally. Assuming that was is a key defender, Bai Sa, as long rebound out. Goodwin switching to the right side, he gets the lay, and a little 5-point run to counter the Ghosthawks. Goodwin last night also had 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 2 steals. Iverson cut, and Brooks doesn't screen, instead gets the post up over to A.MEG from the elbow, connects. Vardars had a pretty good mid-range shot going in Game 1, but unfortunately fouled out of the game. including a technical foul for hanging on the rim and pulling up. Baye with a catch and shoot, in and out as Brooks will chase it down. Gumal breaks the defense, back to Brooks. Over the top, no. Chance for the Braves to counter. On the left is Jerry, puts it up for a miss. Mo is fouled, count it. The Braves were a more advantageous team in the scramble drills in game 1. As you see, Goodwin with a brilliant deceleration and switch directions. Meanwhile, Baisa running into Mbaye, who had the ball. Mbaye just announced as one of the Plus League all first team defense. He was the only non-pilot to be on the list. Sinks the free throw as we have a tie game at 8 apiece. So
Don't go on Baisa's face. You know, right? I told you.
Corner looks like he's going to issue a coach's challenge looking at Archie Goodwin's three-point shot. There was certainly contact on the follow-through. Now, whether it raises the level of an unsportsmanlike foul, as Goodwin gets an explanation first. The Braves, as strong as they are, this season things are a little bit different, as they were only 5-5 in the home games at Hubing Gymnasium. Getting our first looks at the replay of what Corner is referring to. If the referees, which we're listening to, determined that it was just a regular in the flow of the shot motion, the issue would have been if Baisa was in Archie Goodwin's cylinder.
Can you please watch him, because he does this shit all the time.
So early on, the Ghosthawks issuing a challenge and unsuccessful. Those two gentlemen have a history, and will be Baisa guarding, being the primary defender on Goodwin. Gumal jump pass to Ame, great body control for the reverse lay-in. Good way to take advantage of a little bit of a stoppage. Goodwin, a tough jumper in the face of two as it hits the top of the backboard, it appears, and called out of bounds. You know, look, previously, Ghosthawks had some success with Ame rolling to the basket. Well, no, it's, Baisa in the painted area, got his own board, over to his teammate, no, Timfen got a hand on it. Braves are slowing it up. They ran a lot of guard post-ups on Gumal Weijia. Now from the perimeter, Josh wants a ball screen, slips it to Holyfield, just rotated over as 6 seconds left. Tanaway buries the tough take. Tanaway had 10 points and 9 assists in game 1. Jump pass back to Brooks with a catch and shoot, got it. Come on, Brooks, during the Plus League regular season, a 34% three-point shooter. Entering the game 1 of this playoff series, actually was a perfect 14 for 14 from the line. last year in 4 games, or 3 games he played, 4 games of the series against the Braves. Josh crossing upfield with time running down, gets another lay-in for the Braves guards. Not enough help defense by the Ghosthawks as the Iverson cut to the right side. Is Brooks a little bit tangled up, and unfortunately it looks like Damon in a world of pain. Not what we want to see after yesterday. Jimmy Shizonong turned his ankle in a landing area foul, an unsportsmanlike against the Braves on the contest. This time, an awkward tankle at that good one falls into Brooks, and unfortunately, that's a look of a high ankle sprain. Very dangerous situation. Credit to Brooks for staying on his feet, but we're in our official break with the Ghosthawks, a 1-point lead.
邀请大家一起来 copy， 来第一个动作，向前指引，非常好，非常好。来第二个手枪，小朋友，手枪的姿势跟着比尔，瞄准射击，谢谢你。来下一位朋友跟着比尔做鬼脸，谢谢你。粉丝，来，下面一位朋友看一下大荧幕，跟着比尔动一动，谢谢你。来换你喽，非常好，非常好，大家都掌握到比尔的动作精髓。这不是我们熟悉的主播吗？欢迎你来到勇士的主场，带着小朋友一起来支持，拉弓，来下一位朋友。
Featured on the Combi Cam, Zhang Yaozong. Among the members in the audience tonight, taking on this Ghosthawks and Braves playoff game. It looks like Damon Brooks will give it a go. And I regret that we'll have to see it again, but you see Goodwin falling backwards into Brooks. He did get a common foul, although it was very much belated. And for the Ghosthawks, I'm sure they're not happy that Damon Brooks is rolled into, and a technical foul on the smash of the basketball. That is by rule, but again, a dangerous situation that I'm sure the Ghosthawks aren't all that happy about.
Yes, very late call. And you don't understand his frustration? You don't understand this? You should be experienced enough to understand that a player gets mad if he gets hurt. You should know this. Come on, a little bit of feeling. He's our key player. You blow a technical for nothing.
Mbaye makes the technical free throw.
It's a cheap foul, right? And then towards the end of the game, we're going to be in foul problems, and then what? Here we go, let's execute.
2 team fouls apiece as the Ghosthawks will inbound on the baseline. Change to bring in number 1 Louis Wangrishan as a tough take from the right corner. Tim Van leaves it short. With Amick in the painted area, Josh had that one knocked loose and a travel call on the landing. The Ghosthawks actually enacting what looked to be virtually a box-and-one there. Really collapsing the defense with Josh trying to back down his opponent. Looks like it was, or we're hoping it's more that Brooks was feeling hurt and not injured, as a foul from behind on Gumawe Jia. left behind on the ball screen. Could have been on the top, or could have been the push on the back. A lot of fans in attendance to witness Lin Zijie in his final career professional playoff run. He's in the game. Wu Weijia cashes the first free throw. The turning point in yesterday's game saw the Ghosthawks commit 4 turnovers in about a 4-minute and a 21-second span in the second quarter, and Wu Weijia had 2 frustration fouls. He did not play the rest of the quarter. Awkwardly enough, the only positive was the Braves didn't actually score directly any field goals on those turnovers, but they did go on a 10-2 run as off ball Wang Liuxiang fouls Goodwin. Goodwin was fouled 9 times, which sent him to the line 11 free throws. He made 10 of them. By my count, that's his best game performance at the line. On the screen, it takes the 3, it's close. Ghosthawks trying to open up to a 2-possession lead as some switching defense by the Braves. Former Brave Guo Shaojie, the pass on the entry, and Brooks throws it away. Wu Weijia had some space. Mon had a beast defending him, but plenty of help nearby. Teammate shadowing the play as Mbaye, not a clean catch, over to Lin Zijie, over Guo Shaojie, and they don't secure the rebound as time expires on the shot clock. So a break for the Ghosthawks. They do play the good defense. The opening of the game sees the Braves 5 for 11 shooting the basketball, with now their 4th turnover. Number 0, Lai Ting'en, and at point, trying to shadow Kumao. Guo Shaojie could not get the entry pass as Ame, with 8 seconds left, lifts up the 3 and connects. During the regular season, Das, as he's known, went 0 for 3 from 3-point land. East going baseline, takes the bump, and is called for the offensive foul. Referees are going to have a conference while most of the players are heading down court. Get another look. Holyfield giving a little bit of ground. Not a bad contest even. Let's take another look. Beast, a little bit of a push off there with the basketball in hand. Definitely seen a less egregious, or I should say more egregious uncalled, as now they're going to change it to a double foul. That would be tough for the Ghosthawks to take. That's some 结哥 on 结哥 crime.
面对24号郭少杰，双方犯规。双方犯规。
So it will remain Braves basketball. Let's see if they reset the shot clock. By rule, I would imagine they do, as Ghosthawks go to the bench with Raymond Callan and Gaibi checking in. Yankovic in for the Braves. On the curl, Beast, the tough 3 short, as McCallan to out of bounds Lewis. I hate to see such turnovers in crucial games. So since the inception of the Plus League, it's happened very often. Quick show and a pass out of the ball screen. And an offensive 3 seconds by Holyfield. Probably anticipating a shot from the corner. Ghosthawks with 3 turnovers against the Braves, now 5. Callan directing traffic. Lewis on the floppy, oh good. Yankovic in, starts the break. As Beast from deep in the wing position. Good board for Holyfield as he misses the close one, misses the putback, and Doss pulls down the rebound. In the regular season, Michael Holyfield, only a 41% field goal shooter, 14 for 34. Admittedly, not a huge sample size. Ray driving past one, clutches and draws the whistle. You look at previously, Michael Holyfield kind of just in a hurry. Got 3 touches and 3 attempts. Meanwhile, you know, look, McCallan, wow. Very nice in-air adjustment to draw the foul, avoid the block shot. Looks like the Braves are calling timeout, down by 5 with under 3 minutes to go here in the first.
大家为什么要靠自己解决问题啊？我一开始就说，从刚才体验这一波发球就做缝，你们可不可以照着直接走？那你如果不照直接走，你直接决定怎么打，你给我打赢啊！我们现在被人家7波，连续守住7波，哎。这边如果是他直接带过来，找这个做组合。如果你被deny，就压自己的人，让他直接上去。这边如果5号拿球，试着过中间，要不然这边要球你们要看。做 double 发球 ，Holy 要帮大家射掩护过来。double 接到，哎。double 接到 continue， 好，加打。
Well, the Brave shooting percentage has fell off a cliff, only 5 for 17. And as you might have heard Roger explain, the Ghosthawks have stopped them on 7 consecutive possessions. The other part of one of the Ghosthawks' woes coming off the bench in game 1. You mentioned Shizono turning the ankle. Raymond Callan, 2 points on 0 for 12 shooting in that game. In the regular season, he had a game on Mother's Day, May 10th, where he went 1 for 12, but followed that with 5 for 8 against the Pilots. This is the second free throw. If you take away that 1 for 12 game, that would increase his season field goal percentage by 5 percentage points. Now, to be fair, the only other time as Josh and Holyfield in a ball screen, the shot off target. Doss, another rebound, pushes up ahead. The only other time a player in the Plus League playoffs went 0 for 12 was the 2021's pilot number 28, Si Jinyao. He followed that up with Game 2, the go-ahead layup against the Dreamers. Allen takes the bump and the pass and shot too late. Good stop by the Braves. I think that disappointing for the Ghosthawks. Shizono made a couple of threes and had 3 steals in game 1 in very short action. Holyfield handoff to Josh, 2-man game. Stopped initially as Holyfield has inside positioning, then lays it in. Jankovic with the dime. Last night, Jankovic had 2 assists, 6 points and 6 rebounds. Allen seeing 2 defenders, swings it to Gabby, takes the 3, no, as there's going to be a foul on the player down is Holyfield. You know, look, previously a good high-low connection because Holyfield had that inside leverage. Meanwhile, on the other side, Holyfield tried to deliver the blow and end up on the floor. It's a funny look. Unfortunately, it looks like Amick a little bit of sore after the contact. Holyfield, not that player picture. That's Jankovic. We'll head to the bench. He's got 2 personal fouls. Once again, racing out ahead and scoring for the Ghosthawks. Amick missing his first free throw, though. He has 11 points and 4 rebounds. Last night he led the Ghosthawks with 9 boards, and he'll get a break. Head coach of Chinese Taipei, Tucci, a little hand wave, taken in the game as quickly down court. Lai Ting-un is denied. Brooks back in action. Maybe avoided a high ankle sprain, maybe just in some pain on hurt, but not injured. That would be the hope. He's still in there as McCallan to Guo Shaojie, trying to create an opening on Archie Goodwin. The righty finger roll is good. Quickly some pressure full court as Lai Ting-un brings it across the timeline. Under a minute here. Gabby switches out as Jankovic is pushed and will go to the line. Guo Shaojie. And credit him for his weight room work. Able to move Jankovic, as you see previously. Guo Shaojie spinning away from the most prolific per minute stealsman in the league in Lai Ting-un, and then able to get that finger roll around the long arms of Goodwin. But Jankovic at the line drops in the first. He's a 72% free throw shooter in his 11 games in the regular season. Down to the second one as the margin is 5 points. Quickly getting past one guy, but the defense keeps up. McCallan on the putback effort. Ghosthawks doing a good job in the first quarter once again. Though looking back, they were in the lead for 40.5 minutes in game 1 of last year's series, but the Braves went on a run to take the win as Mbaye got his hands on it, but Brooks up ahead. Guo Shaojie with 1 man to beat, gets the roll. Beating the clock, and hopefully he's all right. He's helped up. 26-17 is the score after the first quarter. The Ghosthawks showing some urgency and have come back anew after game 1.
用力的拍，声音接给勇士，大声的喊。 热情，让 Angels 将礼物送给你。
Welcome back to the broadcast. If you're watching on the Plus League YouTube live stream, thank you for tuning in. May I request you leave a like on the stream. Getting a look at the highlights for 0-0. Fardas Amake, who has a game high 12 points. He showed off his mid-range game, featuring it in game 1 and in game 2. It's a lot of the same things with his ability to score from different angles and different ranges. And with good efficiency, 5 of 6. The Ghosthawks went on a 6-2 run to end the first quarter. Let's see if the Braves will adjust. Slip to Yankovic gets the quarter starting off for the lay-in. On the pass. Gabby handoff to McCallan as it was a little zoom action. As Yankovic to pull up 2, got it. Splashes it from the right wing. Quickly down court, Yankovic doubled over to KJ. His corner 3 short. Tough fight for the rebound, and it's going to be a jump ball. You see previously Goodwin slipping a pass on the ball screen. Note that I found in 9 games in the Plus League playoff history, that wasn't an elimination game, and the team won by 20 as a slip of the hand still hits the rim as Ghosthawks into Brooks, and the and one on the spinning lefty lay-in. What a crazy sequence. Oh, I gotta hold my note for later. Getting a look at McCallan. I don't know if the defense had an effect on that shot, and then Ghosthawks not going out of bounds, but a good pass to Brooks, who's able to corral it. A lot for our cameraman to manage, as there'll be a flop warning. I'll have to take another look at that one as Yankovic takes the rebound off the ground. A 11-point lead for the Ghosthawks. Trying to put the dribble moves on Brooks, as now Goodwin sees 2. They rotate it out. It's Josh with the high arcer, and Mbaye has it poked away. Brooks shovels it to Umau, and it's popped up on the pass to McCallan. Now Archie Goodwin does not serve up the facial, but they call a foul. Gabby dutifully getting back on defense. Perhaps Goodwin more cast than actually a hit on that play. There's too much mustard on that pass by Umau. Meanwhile, take another look. Goodwin, who can dunk with either left or right hand. All right, may I have to take back what I said. Knocked out a little bit on that contest. See it up top. Yeah, doesn't look like Gabby catches the basketball. His first personal. Goodwin at the line. That one well short. Will win the first time at the line tonight. 2 nights ago, 10 for 11. Anyways, as I was bringing up, in 9 Plus League playoff games that had a 20-point margin, that wasn't an elimination game, 8 times it was followed by a game that ended in single digits. By that I mean as the free throw way long. By that I mean you can expect this game to be a lot more competitive. 5 of the 8 ended in 2 possessions or less of a difference as Ghosthawks just spins out of an opening, then goes and does not connect. Right away attached to Goodwin as Gabby in support. He picked up the dribble as Yankovic from the mid post. Going at Brooks, baseline, and is denied. Ghosthawks have a now 5-on-3 as McAllen takes the contact and delivers the mail. A 13-point lead by the Ghosthawks. And an unsportsmanlike indication as words being exchanged. Looks like Mbaye is on one end and Brooks is on the other. Credit to Gabby playing peacemaker on that side. Let's see how they adjudicate all the action going on. The contact was between Brooks and KJ. Now, I did see an unsportsmanlike gesture right away, but referees could downgrade it. I think they're being instructed to indicate at first. So as of right now, it is Damon Brooks with the unsportsmanlike, and in combination with his technical foul would be a disqualification. Let's get another look at KJ walking into the screen and Brooks holding his elbow out. Certainly a hard foul. I also want to see the rest of what's going on as Mbaye actually makes contact with Brooks.
所以恢复比赛是剩19秒，所以迪蒙一个 U 爆，然后莫巴耶后续去挑衅的身体接触给一个 U 爆，可以吗？没问题哦。然后比赛恢复就是富邦进攻原设定时间19秒。OK， 好。
Now the audience will get the call from the crew chief.
好，经过回放，迪蒙出轴给予初判是 U foul， 保持原判。莫巴耶后续身体接触给予一次 U foul， 所以2个 U foul 抵消之后，富邦原进攻时间19秒，恢复比赛。
So by that, indeed, Damon with the technical foul from the first quarter.
You want to check this out?
As a spokesperson, Kenny
congratulations. That's all they wanted. That's all they wanted. They provoked him. That's all they wanted from the beginning. And you are naive enough to fall for it. You should have stopped the first action because that's all they wanted. All they wanted. Yes, of course, that decides the game, right? Hey, guys, come here. Hey,
So Corner makes a really good point earlier that the technical foul makes a huge difference.
All right, we're right there. Let's go, fellas. We're going to do this for you tomorrow. Let's go. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3, win. It's fucking bullshit.
The one hand or the smash of the basketball that gets above the shoulders is considered pretty rule book standard. That's just the consequences of that sequence. Now, we continue to say that the Ghosthawks on the sore end of it because Brooks was rolled into on that play. It could have been an injury that took him out anyway, so the pain and the perhaps frustration of that extremely late call. Meanwhile, Mbaye, probably a sophomore mistake. You understand it, he wants to stand up for his teammate, but there's a way to do it without incurring the specialty foul. You could definitely confronted Brooks, but making contact will make it an equal foul. So call this another turning point of the game at 9:24. Goodwin with a tough take. It falls out of bounds. Well, Ghosthawks get a first stop. Amick is back in as Kumal getting the foul on Josh. Josh contending. There's a little gamesmanship there with the arm hook. Might get a warning from the official. The Braves' third team foul to the Ghosthawks 2. McAllen and Gabby running across the left side. Flare screen for Ghosthawks. Picked up the dribble though, and with 3 seconds left, Ray from deep will fall harmlessly out of bounds. McAllen was 0 for 7 from three-point land on Thursday. Blocking foul as some disconnect by the defense. One last note about these big turnarounds. 5 times the team that was blown out came back to 1. Including 2 in a row by the new Taipei Kings in Season 4 semis and then in the finals. A zone look now as Josh gets them up and cashes the mid-range. Michael Singletary, who we shouted out before in the Braves bench section as after a stop, I don't know what Chen was trying to do there. Counter break for the Ghosthawks. Ghosthawks gets to his mid-range, no, and foul on the rebound. Amick in some pain as he was knocked down by Holyfield. Another look at Amick maneuvering around 2 imports and between Holyfield's grasp and Amick's sneakers losing traction. But he'll be ready to go again. It's in Meanwhile, Phil Chen Fanboyan in the orange sneakers as Gabby up close knocks one over and gets the bucket up close. Good win, denied and stripped of the basketball. Ray goes himself and misses as Amick tries to go with a single left hand and they just say out of bounds. Not get reestablished. Yankovic hesitated. Now the dribble three. No. As Josh getting the board over McAllen as Yankovic on the glass. Alley-oop. Amick pulls it down and loses his balance as McAllen comes away with the board. Game one, the Braves had a 57-38 rebounding advantage. The Ghosthawks, fewer rebounds, and the Braves make so much efficiency as Gabby takes Antonio away and draws the foul. Now the officials hearing the jeering from the crowd. Take another look at Yankovic, this time attacking on the catch and not after some jabs, which we saw during the regular season that slowed him up. Anyway, with his second personal. During the season, Gabby playing 11 games, making 10 out of 11 free throws. Actually, he had, by my account, his best head-to-head splits against the Braves. 3 games played, 21 minutes, 9 points, 3.7 rebounds, 2.3 steals on a 69% effective field goal percentage. Way off with that second free throw. As Goodwin takes to the ground. Rugby scrums, rolls it out as Zhe Xiangqing is fouled and one. What would have been almost disaster for the Braves turns into a possible 3-point play. And a look, Goodwin tripped up, but Ghosthawks could not get their hands on the ball as Toyowe gets himself another assist. It was fresh in the game, Ethan doing his best, but it wasn't enough in that instance. Zhe Xiangqing had a couple of dunks in game one, and he was the player interviewed in the postgame. 13 points in only 14.5 minutes of action, a perfect 6 for 6 from the field. Bill, handoff. He is playing power forward in this lineup. And a passing turnover as Kaisa and Amick not on the same page. Ghosthawks stunting and recovering as Goodwin has Amick switched on him, getting around one, and what a fake out. A run for the Braves. The Ghosthawks want to call time. It's a 5-0 run for the Braves as they're closing the gap on the Ghosthawks here in game 2.
我们先来找寻上篮速度很快，手气今天手气不错的，帮我们勇士来加持一下，这边有吗？ 刚刚这边帮我们勇士争取权益的时候非常大声，非常好。上面的照顾一下，这边有没有？交给陈哥来选择了。接到小球的朋友，记得在第2节打完，来到两边篮筐后方做集合报到。 要来参加我们中场游戏，再来也要提醒神预测的得主，3位幸运得主也要在第1场来到两边的双方集合，再来一下。
TSG exchanging business cards with an exec of the Chinese Taipei sports industry. Bit of front court pressure that the Braves back out of on a 7-1 run in the last minute and a half or so of action. Down low to Amake. Taps it to Phil. Going one-on-one pass to Xiangjun. Getting bumped off of it as Amake with the putback on, I think, Baisa's little push shot. Some space. Chen Yongwei down to Zhen Xiangjun and another easy lay-in. Zhen Fanboy in that power forward is not quite working out for the Ghosthawks defensively. He can make it up on the offensive end as that one is overshot. Speaking of Mongolia, the Haas Broncos, or now Chinggis Broncos, previously Haas Broncos, in a tough battle against South China Athletic featuring Isaiah Briscoe. Zhen Xiangjun get the offensive board as in space, Yankovic dancing on them, trying to go give and go, and they cough it up. With deep positioning, Zhen Xiangjun elects to foul Amake. Will send him to the line. Ardas, a 57% free throw shooter during the regular season. You look, kind of up faked and a misdirection, no look pass. Here with the first free throw. In his prolonged collegiate career, ended up at Cal. Puts the Ghosthawks up by 9. Down low to Goodwin, quickly spinning and missing with Amake coming over to help. Passes and screens as Baisa with the clutching finger roll. Once again, the Ghosthawks up by double digits. Really starts on the defensive end as now Goodwin, pass deflected. We'll stay with blue as Yankovic steps into a 3, no. But Zhen Xiangjun is fouled from behind. Yeah, look, previously Baisa keep Yankovic at bay with a pass fake. Callan will return to action. I saw a second personal. With that free throw by Zhen Xiangjun. Leading scorer for the Braves, Archie Goodwin, 7 points on 3 of 8 shooting, 0 for 2 from the line. It's a different night. Chen Xiangjun makes the correction. Callan gets a touch with Amix stepping up the screen. Over to Gumao. Deflected and stolen on the pass. Not too easy of it as Chen Yowei is fouled. Look at Chen Yowei play the pass. His hand was already out, so that's a very bad turnover by Gumao. His second personal. Braves free throw attempt number 9 and 10 coming up. Speaking of BCL Asia East, which the Chinggis Broncos against South China Athletic ongoing. Later tonight, Dewa United takes on the Taoyuan Pilots in the other semifinals game of the BCL Asia East Final 6. Final 6 turned into the elimination rounds. I believe the hosts, the Zhuhai Tigers, eliminated on their side, as well as High Tech Basketball. Anyway, only attempting 21 free throws in the regular season. Puts the Braves up to 33 points. Callan passes out of the help as the Ghosthawks draw a foul, and it's Chen Yowei. That's as frustrated as I've ever seen number 4 for the Braves, his third personal. I've heard that "you won't make the free throw" sound effect by the Braves many times, as it's free throw number 11 and 12 coming up for the Ghosthawks. Baisa swishes the first. Saw his average and his playing time go down this season. This year versus the Braves, only averaging 7 points on 40, 28, and 80 splits. Too strong with that second attempt. Goodwin trying to take on the defense, and off the backboard on another tough take. Not coming easy for number 10 tonight. Closing the gap to 7 as the Ghosthawks on a very wide set on offense. McCallan to the baseline. Chen Fan going baseline again. Hammer. To Baisa, the deep fadeaway does not even hit the goal. Anyway, slips it to Chen Xiangjun, who gets behind the defense for another basket. 5-point game as the Ghosthawks once again call timeout. Previously, they had problems on the defensive end. Now on offense, look very lost as a patient move by Chen Xiangjun, finding his form again, being fed by Chen Yowei. Even with Baisa anticipating that pass. During the regular season, the Braves able to score 36 points in their victories versus the Ghosthawks holding them to 30 points, or excuse me, that's field goal attempts. And the percentage, if I pull up my handy dandy notebook, the percentage in wins would be 51 to 32. Oh no, 57 to 61. And in game one, the Braves making 27 of 46 field goal attempts in the painted area. Since the last timeout at 35 to 28, the Braves on a by my count, a 9-7 run. Braves collapse the defense, leaving Gabby open. Too strong on the 3-beat. And Goodwin on each other as Gabby is fouled. Tripped up by Chen Xiangjun. I'd like to see that one again. Chen Xiangjun was trying to retreat. Got his hands in the pocket though. That's his second personal foul. Ghosthawks have not been as good as their regular season, 68%. Stepping up to the line, Gabby and his squad previously 8 for 13, 62%. Is going to run a point center. Screen by Josh. Walks into a 3 and butter. Now it's a 4-point game. Ghosthawks going to the rack for a miss as Braves have numbers. Goodwin, one man to beat, lays it in. Ghosthawks have not had a basket since 4:28 on the clock as Amig from up close gets the putback. Putting his head down, and the contest by Gabby, and a great save by Gumal. Numbers ahead if the Ghosthawks can push. McCallan gets by one, screened by Amig, and it's good. The Braves call timeout with a minute left here in the first half. McCallan, I would say, doing a much better job in this game, and even playing through some contact, if you were to ask him. Like the Braves running a little low on gas since that last time out. Previously, Yankovic bring the ball up court, get the ball screen, and shoot the shot himself. Meanwhile, not much Gumal could do there with Goodwin head of steam toward the basket. Bill trying to get the home crowd going as we duck into the Braves timeout.
Hey, start here. Man screen. You go top, okay? Hey. After 阿曲开始。杰哥这边，下曲这边。Man screen. Go. 这边的人被动。杰哥，
In back-to-back game, Chen showing off much more confidence. And he's been very prolific close to the basket. So far in the series, a perfect 9 for 9 from the field. He's got 8 points tonight. Third on the team behind Goodwin and Yankovic. Full court trap look as Goodwin. And at Yankovic, leaving Josh wide open. The high arcer will bounce out as Chen Xiangqun knocked out of the play there on the rebound. Ghosthawks to counter the three and airmails it. A 2-for-1 situation that the Braves will slow walk up. And the double ball screen back to Yankovic. A tough take, but a whistle and almost went down. A little bit of a magic wand-do situation going on. Ray's first personal. Corner making sure that his squad knows the clock situation. Yankovic, 9 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. Perfect 3 for 3 from the line. We'll call that the graphic. It's good luck. No jigs. 3 timeouts called here in the second quarter. Flares to the right as Ameg starts a handoff with McCallan. Got some daylight, but with 5 seconds left, they go again. Ray from the left corner, short, and time will expire. The Ghosthawks losing an import in the first half, but maintain a 4-point lead against the Braves, desperately trying to tie up the series before action heads down to Tainan. Take a break after the interview with the subject that Aaron will get in touch with. And after the break I was about to start will be the halftime analysis by Coach Jack and Coach Sean of Thailand Sigua and Thailand Bushiban.
好，场面为您访问到的是科纳教练。Okay, Coach, one question. After Brooks was ejected, I saw that you got into the huddle and say something to your players. What did you say to them?
I told them, don't let Fubon beat us, don't let the refs beat us. This technical foul on Brooks was total nonsense, absolutely unnecessary, and has consequences. From that moment on, Fubon, all they did was provoke. We're unfortunately a little naive to fall for it. And that's it. But if you don't have that feeling as a ref, then you get in a situation like this. We're still going to win this game. Don't worry.
Thank you very much. 好，科纳教练讲到的就是说呢，他不希望这场比赛呢被富邦所掌控，也不希望被裁判所影响，所以他讲到了第一次的技术犯规呢，可能觉得这有点吃亏，但是他要激励自己的球员，希望能够把这个比赛专注做好，然后下半场的比赛呢获得胜利。好，我们先休息一下，广告之后回来。
掌声送给富邦 Angels。好，再次提醒，接到小球的参赛者都来集合报到了吗？我们一共有6颗小球，代表6位参赛者，记得赶快移动你的脚步。另外，3位神预测的幸运得主来了吗？要记得来集合报到才可以领奖哦。好，我们先来邀请到参赛者都来到场中，来跟大家说明一下。现在正前方的观众朋友都可以看到，他们待会要来试手气，要怎么试呢？我们待会从3分线出发，只要在他的半场上篮成功1次，回来可以拿1颗球出来，放到这个碗当中。放进来之后，我们的目标是看哪一边的参赛者最快拿出2颗蓝色小球，也就是说你至少要完成2次的上篮。如果你前2次都拿到蓝色，那你的比赛就赢了，最快嘛。那如果你还没有的话，你就一直跑，一直跑篮，一直上篮，一直拿出球，直到你拿到2颗蓝色球，就这样。了解了吗？来，第1回合给我2位参赛者到各自的3分线，预备。来，待会听到 Ready Go 才能出发哦。然后呢，都知道哈，上篮进了之后，请带着你的篮球回来到场中，不可以看，直接下去摸1颗球。如果是蓝色，那恭喜你完成1半；如果还不是，就继续上篮，反正至少要完成2次。准备听音乐
，1 2 Ready Go！
Go！ 要进了才可以来拿1颗球，不可以看哦。对，背面看哦。恭喜，来了，试你的手气。哎呀，白色的，加油，多跑1趟。来，有没有机会1次成功？哦，恭喜过关，2次就过关，非常好 ，Good job！ 来，后方领奖。哇，厉害，真的2次跑篮就过了。好，来下面一位。下面1回合，请。
这个台钢猎鹰呢，在上半场呢，稳稳的抓住了赢球的一个机会，也按照了赢球的方案。在赛前呢，台钢猎鹰呢的高层呢，可能也有收看我们台南补习班给出的建议，在上半场呢，完完全全按照我们的这种提供的他的建议。复杂的缠的战术呢，到底好不好用？还是今天要改为这种低调奢华的冲击性的，同时利用3针头，今天都展现出来了，很多的攻击篮筐、挡拆、冲篮筐，很多的打法呈现出3个针头、3个后卫攻击篮筐、摧毁力量。高度的这种战斗力起到了很多的优势。
没错。
好，那他们对于解决
防守端，
富邦在后卫锋线高度呢带到内线去打点的方式呢，也按照了刚刚我们赛前给出的建议，他们也做到了。球送到内线的同时，飞斗士早就转入篮筐底下做区域的方式来做。协防这个方式呢做得非常好，同时呢，古毛今天做了还有一个点也非常好，其实靠队友的协防或是团队的改变防守的套路，还有一个更重要，就是自己要去对抗，自己被打点，自己进入对抗。他今天呢也提升了身体的对抗能力，产生了很好的效果。好，接着呢，
没错，
我们看一下
又站前哈，我们等一下呢就会看到。那首先我们先看到第一个图哈，看到了什么？第1张图呢，来，上半场台钢猎鹰不断的攻击篮筐，这里面得了28、30几分加罚球哈，这也是很大的关键哦。48分里面都在这里哈，同时勇士的这边的相对减少的哦，怎么产生的呢？我们马上就看下去，来。OK， 好，我们马上看下去。赛前自己站前自己解决问题 ，OK， 就没有被打点了，同时创造了快攻 ，OK， 这就是第1场开场做好的准备。 换鼓毛换白煞来也一样，也做好了准备，没错。那我们再继续看哈，半场的战术，到底要打长战术还是简单一点？长战术没有关系，但是找到对的人。所以陈范出来没有找他，继续回到1514的挡拆机会。OK， 好，我们继续看下去，很快速的哈。好，里面的机会出来了，挡拆。好，再来呢 ？OK，Iverson Carr 也是一样，继续延续，继续 run。好，最后找到谁？找到谁？又找到鼓毛。OK， 又是鼓毛跳出来。对。好 ，Postgame 哈 ，OK， 所以呢，上半场的比赛我们看到猎鹰有很明确的找到针对性，但是猎鹰少了迪蒙，这可能是很大的一个 X 因子。
没错，不过我想呢，有的时候呢，有点委屈应该忍住哈，不应该这个用太过一致的情绪啊，去影响到球队的发展。我也蛮担心的，没有迪蒙的，台钢队到底在下半场怎么样保持赢球的风格？
一定要有下一个人站上来 ，Next Man Up。那接下来呢，我们就进入广告，接着回到精彩的比赛。
正向力量，成就可能。富邦金控。
阿平，你有看到那个斜坡吗？这是我们新的设计。你有没有觉得这样子上下更方便？
有啊，好开心哦！我要2张看音票，谢谢。遇到名人快乐病人，不帮人闹也离我，一起认识欢乐平权。
支持不只是呐喊，不只是一次冲动，而是让运动成为生活的一部分，让每一次出手都值得。悍将勇士联名卡热血登场，悍将勇士主场购票5折起，周边商品再享95折，运动生活圈买1送1起，超值加倍，新户手抓满5000，可享独家悍将勇士联名保温杯，富邦悍将勇士联名卡，和你一起用。
全新富邦证券 AI Pro， 即刻展开，资讯一键启动。重新定义投资，发现、启动、跃进，智慧出发，有 AI 投资更 Pro， 立即下载富邦证券 AI Pro。
准备好就没什么大不了。
Hello， 刘姐没事啊 ？Hello， 宝宝。
成为准备好的轻松派，就交给保障、创新、快速的富邦产险。
Welcome to the English commentator section of our halftime analysis. Thanks to Coach Jack and Coach Sean. A quick summary saying that the Ghosthawks need to elongate their offensive sets, just like the suggestion in the pregame. Guards attack the basket. Bigs help on mismatches. There's your halftime statistics. You have points, field goal shooting, three-point shooting, rebounds, assists, and turnovers from top to bottom. Notably, in this game, three-point shooting has really tanked. In game 1, the Braves 43%, in the Ghosthawks side 30% from three. And that being said, the Ghosthawks only 28 to 26 points in the paint advantage, as pointed out by Coach Sean. And they're doing that a lot with their guard penetration. And it certainly helps to have a fast break attack. The TSG defense, very disruptive. A lot of deflected pass and a lot of chances to run out. Parnas Amek leads the Ghosthawks with 18 points. And in fact, that leads the field of scores. He's followed up by Ray McCallan in a much better game 2. He's got 9. Damon Brooks not eligible for the rest of the game. He left with 5 points. On the Braves side, Yankovic and Goodwin tie with 11 points. Zhe Xiangqing having another good offensive game. He has 8 points, followed by Mbaye and Jerry Chen Yuwei with 4 apiece.
场面下为您访问到的是许定德教练。徐总来谈一下哦，在上半场前2节的投射表现没有那么好，特别是3分球只有1成5左右，怎么样解决在下半场这个问题？
就是空间吧，对方给我们很多身体的一个压力，然后我们在出手上面一犹豫，然后空间又不够好。基本上人家是 4 out 1 in， 我们上半场打成4 in Y out， 当然没有空间就不会有好的命中率，所以下半场要从空间开始做改善。
那对方在非斗士这个点，上半场已经攻下18分了，这个点在后面2节怎么样有效的去限制他呢？
我只能用团队防守，因为个人防守上面，包含 Step 杨科他的高度并不够，力量也不够。然后现在我们 Holyfield 他也有犯规的麻烦，所以我刚刚中场进去，我特别希望他们要用团队防守去弥补这一块。
谢谢徐总，谢谢。好，我们休息一下，回来。
好，请大家看一下上方大荧幕，在赛后的活动有5位幸运的勇士季票得主，我要记得在指定的时间地点来做集合，接着再来看一下下一张，我们斗士席有3位幸运的得主，记得一样在指定时间地点来集合，在合中跟今天 Angels 的应援阵容一起合照，谢谢你们。
before we get started with the second half of action, another look at the highlights of the first half of play. One thing to note is neither of these teams are getting on a very big runs. The Ghosthawks' biggest scoring run of 6 points and the Braves 5 points. And as we might have mentioned, there were 3 timeouts in Q2 alone. Both sides really wanting to right the ship before the teams broke for their locker rooms. Meanwhile, the Ghosthawks, how effective is their defense? So the Braves only had 5 assists in the first half as compared to 30 in game 1. Finally, as the ball is being inbounded, Coach Roger, as interviewed by our colleague Aaron Young, said the Ghosthawks are playing very physically on defense and they're not spacing out well. Meanwhile, the team defense against AMEC will have to be a team defense. As look out, foul on the rebound, it's going to be against the Ghosthawks. Noting that Yankovic and Holyfield, the latter in foul trouble, won't be enough to do it on their own. Gabby's second personal. Ghosthawks started zone as McAllen and Gumal at the top. Easy driving kick as Tanyoue in and out and foul on the play. Might have been on the rebound as 14 seconds on the shot clock. Up close, Holyfield is fouled as AMEC was pushed into the out of bounds. Nobody checked Goodwin as AMEC, you see, swiped down and how about 3 fouls to start off the second half of play. That's seriously going to change play as TJ Holyfield, his season over here in Taiwan, taken in a game by his brother Michael. Played for the same franchise in the Lioneers. Holyfield back in the 2024 season. Maybe that's what the Lioneers were missing. Just one of those Holyfield brothers. The Lioneers finished last place in their domestic competition. AMEC on a post-up with Holyfield giving ground. Got him in the air, switches sides, and is fouled. Could have just been disciplined and let AMEC take a tough contested shot. Instead, bit on the up fake. And meanwhile, jump back into play with Bardos. Could have just took the layup. Jankovic will get in the action here in the third quarter. Bardos now a 20-point scorer on the night. Now in man defense. But backdoor Tanyoue to Chen Xiangjun, one man to beat and rolls it in. Makes it a 2-point game as Phil from the right corner doinks it. Chance in transition. Ball screen, and it's a legal screen by Yankovic. I want to take another look at that one as you see who else but number 4 Tanyoue diming up his big. Meanwhile, let's take another look at the screen. Second team foul against the Braves. McCallum slipping it over to the right. Chen, this time he knocks it down. That's only the 5th made 3 by these two teams. Giving the Ghosthawks a little bit of breathing room as Goodwin fouled by the defense. And the Ghosthawks now in the penalty for the rest of 10 minutes here in the third. See Chen catch and shoot 3 from the right wing. I think that's his preferred spot. Goodwin tries to counter and cans it. What an answer. Over to McCallum. A quick fire 3 is off the mark. Loaded pass up to Chen. He is fouled and it goes down. Tying the ball game up 53-53. Taking away from 60 feet away at least. A perfect pass as Chen Xiangjun. I don't even think he got a good look at the basket, just felt the contact, and Chen Xiangjun can't make the Braves the leader of the game. Ray picked up the dribble over to Gabby, pass to the corner. 2 seconds left as Gumal speeds ahead, scoops up a layup, and he was fouled. They're waving it off as Chen Xiangjun was beat off the bounce. His 3rd personal foul. Even with time running down, Gumal Weijia putting the pressure on the big. .73% during the regular season. Drains the first. Gumal Weijia in game 1. At 15 points on 4 of 8 shooting, 5 of 7 from the line. Chen Xiangjun will head to the bench, Mbaye in his place. Started this half a 4-point lead for the Ghosthawks as Goodwin picked up the dribble over to Mo. Taking on Gabby, misses, got his own board. Yankovic into the painted area, look out. It's Mo again, this time it's good. Mbaye is head coach on the Mandarin broadcast. Chen, tough take as Mbaye falling rebound starts a break for the Braves. 2-on-1, Goodwin to the right side, downs it. Braves much tougher on the boards. Gives himself the 57-55 lead. We'll step aside as the home squad on a surge.
身体一起跳跳舞喽！来喽，先来跟我们的12号呱呱一起动一动，小朋友，跟着呱呱姐姐一起跳跳舞。非常好，非常好。来了，跟 着 Lenny， 跟着浩真一起来，非常好，跳得比2位还好，就是需要这样的热情借给勇士。来，刀哥带着小朋友跟着呱呱送运动。非常好，非常好。来喽，各位朋友，凯杰的粉丝跟着陈宇一起来。
Follow the Plus League Instagram account at P.LEAGUE_EN. The Braves here in the third quarter with an 8-1 rebounding advantage. Of those, 5 of them on the offensive end. Baye coming in for Zhen Shanjun, already making an impact with 3 rebounds in 52 seconds of play. Ghosthawks, if you're just tuning in, are without the services of Damon Brooks. Understandably frustrated smash of the basketball for his technical, and then an elbow to the Braves' KJ on a screen. A-make a spin move, got it on target, but it bounces off. Goodwin getting by 1, missing. Now the ricochet is good. Don't see that a lot, while Yankovic doubles it up. A 6-point lead as the timeout only sees the Ghosthawks go down by 4 more. Get another look, a screen by Mbaye. Gabby still allowing the baseline as, yeah, well, it's the same 1 field goal. Meanwhile, McCallan ended up on the deck. No look pass to Gabby. He's got a look from the left side, and that one falls. With some space, Goodwin wayward with that 3. So a basket and a stop, maybe calm things down for the Ghosthawks. A-make lines it up, cannot. As Tenyaway gets the pass off. Yankovic to Mbaye, puts it on the deck and loses it. We got a 3-on-1. McCallan gets it in. He's got 11 points. Anyway, one of the best defensive guards as a Yankovic nails the wing 3. How about Gabby from the elbow, leaves it short. Fatigue on the Ghosthawks side as an opportune steal by Gabby. Going for the alley, no, batted away. 2-on-1, Goodwin blows it. And Tenfan shovels it to his collegiate teammate. 4-on-2. Umal's teardrop finally puts a stoppage in things. It's a 2-point game, under 6 minutes here in the third. Goodwin, a floater, no. Quickly in transition, McCallan makes him pay, taking back the lead for the Ghosthawks. Umar Weijia has 6 assists on the night. matchups as Yankovic putting the dribble on, trying to dump it down, and it end up in the hands of a Ghosthawk, and Goodwin fouls in transition. Both squads are gassed, but finally get our substitution. You see previously Guman Weijia closed the gap, nobody went to contest, and the other way, or I guess on the consecutive possession, McAllen with all day. Credit to Mo for the 3 rebounds earlier, but exhausted will go to the bench for Chen Xiangqun. And he aims it up and is fouled. That's Chen Xiangqun's 4th. That's definitely tough for the Braves to take. The first half, the Braves are referencing where Gabby was driving on Chen Xiangqun. Now, there's definitely that right hand to the back. Way more egregious of what happened in the first half. Gabby puts it through. He's playing a bigger role with the former Brave Jimmy Shiozono, not available with the ankle sprain. From Nigeria, Gaibi, now a 10-point scorer on the night. Holyfield fakes the ball screen as Taiyue in the painted area. Now Goodwin, Guo Shaojie facing up. Takes the deep 3 off target. Callan out to Wang Luxiang. Keep it moving as the Braves keeping things tight. Wang Luxiang from the left side downs it. Before they can inbound the ball, Roger calls timeout with the Ghosthawks building back a 6-point lead. They have shown much better fight in this game, making it tough on the Braves on the defensive end, and then showing some resiliency now. That's their 4th made 3 in this quarter. That'll help things out as we peek into the Braves timeout.
Attack, he will. He try to help. Try. Or middle range, share the ball. Don't right here. 好吗 2 on 1, 3 on 2. Somebody will go outside. The other middle range. Attack. 3 on 2, 2 on 1. 2 on 1. 过去fly by. 不能传，不要传。如果这边打，拿起 set screen for Holy. Hey, don't pass here. You pass to here. Then try pass here. And screener. 还是够了。哎，防守，他在上面，防守组。防守组 team， 哎 ，defense team， 哎 ，let's go。
So the main takeaway from Roger, wanted the Braves to create numbers advantage out of the pick and roll, make things easier on themselves. Chen Xiangqun picking up 2 fouls this quarter. We'll get a rest. Mbaye back on the floor along with Josh. Not much rotation for the Ghosthawks. McAllen and Ame, the only 2 imports available for the Ghosthawks at the high post. Holyfield hands it off as it's a zone look. Josh into the painted area, puts it up and through. Good zone breaker, get things started. Floated up to Ame, he's rejected. Holyfield diving back and getting involved. Now on a mismatch. Gabby on the switch. They intercept the pass. Way too long range as dangerous dribble by Lewis. Body's on the floor. It will stay with the Ghosthawks. Here you see A-Make did not have the sight, the visual of Holyfield jumping back into play. Meanwhile, Lewis, that was kind of tricky for him to try to get around Goodwin, and that had a little bit of a landing situation. Be a funny bone. And a offensive 3 seconds. Braves do a good job staying matched up. Gumal Weijia will return. Braves with 15 turnovers on the night. Goodwood and Mbaye don't get a two-man game going as quickly time running low. Lai Tian throws up a prayer and a foul on the rebound. I think both big men have gripes about the physicality there. And look at Holyfield start a move. I think A-Make not happy with the arm on the.
He's over the back. He's going over the back.
We can talk, but
we can talk, but you got to make some calls. You're helping them since 3 quarters. You can't see, that's a problem because it's your job to see, right?
So Holyfield at the line. The first one short. To share some perspective, the line of coaching in the States actually says over the back is not exactly the definition of the foul, but the contact you make to go through a rebounder in better position is why you would call a loose ball foul. Because if you're taller than your opponent and you just snatch it out of the air above them or even with it in front of them, it's not a foul as long as you can reach the ball. Now, if you affect the defender or the inside position, as Gumal Weijia with the runner in the paint. Back to a 5-point game as Lai Tian will bring it across the timeline. 10 points and 6 assists for Gumal, who dives on the play. Holyfield is fouled. Credit to Wang Yuxiang for putting his nose in there, stopping Holyfield initially. That dive may almost end up with a loose ball. And you saw that correct. Gumal Weijia, a perfect 3 for 3 from the field. It's also 4 for 4 from the line. Holyfield back at the charity stripe. Michael Holyfield on the night, working on 5 points. 4 of 6 from the line. His brother TJ in attendance. 4-point game as Guo Shaojie gives way to A-Make. Loose with the basketball, needs some help. Flung in by Lai Tian as Beast and Mo end up tied up together. Dangerous pass though, and it's out of bounds. So both sides cough it up. Ghosthawks got to be aware if they leave it up to AMAKE in the middle of the Braves defense. Defense is going to try to touch him up.
It doesn't come from anything, right? Does it come from nothing?
I'm not sure, but
I am pretty sure he got hit. All right, let's go. Phil, let's go. Let's go. Hey, you got to set good screens. All right.
Looks like, unfortunately, AMAKE will be managing a bleeding situation, though he deserves some rest. Playing the entirety of the third quarter up to this point. Talk about small lineup, Chen and Gabby in your front court. Ghosthawks was a catch and shoot three at Doinks, but Gabby had better positioning. While trying to organize the offense as Phil screens. And an offensive foul, we're going the other way.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
Another look at Gabby. Two hands to Goodwin's midsection. Through the whistle. Immediately, Braves go to Yankovic. Quick spin move, a little bit of room, and it rolls out. Loose ball to Goodwin. Beast knocks over Ghosthawks and will stay with the Braves. On the game, Ghosthawks 32 rebounds to the Braves 41, and still a tough situation with Brooks. Technical and unsportsmanlike foul disqualified, and now AMAKE managing a bleeding situation, though again, deserved rest. Changes made on the Brave side with 1 minute and 3 seconds left. One import in for the Braves as Laitingen over to KJ, and Cooks is a foul out of Phil. Stefan Boyan, third personal. In the third quarter, Braves see only their bigs attempt free throws. Holyfield 4 for 6, then Xiangjun 0 for 1 on the and one. That's KJ 6 the first. It appears like AMAKE's bleeding situation is under control. Ghosthawks, meanwhile, 6 for 6 on the line in the third period. It's a 2-point ball game with 56 seconds left. Double ball screen, not generate anything but a switch. Jamal now guard to guard. Little Lou fakes the screen and the tough lefty lay-in. So small ball working out for the Ghosthawks, and I think they did it wisely. The Braves have not shown that much urgency with this lineup as Beast reigns in the three from the left wing. Last possession of the quarter. Mal fakes right, goes left to Tenfan, countering the three. It takes a big bounce and out of bounds. So 74-73 for the Ghosthawks is how we will enter the 4th and final frame of this one here in Game 2.
来喽，跟着桂宇比出一个相框，一起比出来，露出你们灿烂的笑容，非常好。没错没错，来个相框，然后微笑，谢谢你们。来到下一位朋友。两位一起嘛，来小朋友，跟着桂宇哥哥一起做出一样的动作。没错，带着这个笑容。来下一位朋友，举着将军的毛巾，也一起比出桂宇的动作，非常好。来，下一位换你喽。来了，这位帅哥，很好很好。欢迎大家记录一下自己登上大荧幕的时刻。来，下一位朋友换你喽，看一下大荧幕。下面一位朋友看一下大荧幕，轮到你喽。很好。谁能想到我因此不再是我？他们想要参与我的全部演出，脸书都变得赤裸。感谢你的鼓励，只能说你很适合。我也知道是我的福气，努力 stay 这可自首。谢谢大家的参与。
Game 3 is set for May 26th, Tuesday night at National Tenggung University. The first ever playoff game hosted at that venue, as the Ghosthawks last season had their 2 home games at Kaohsiung Fengshan Stadium. They have the 1-point lead with Fardas Aimig back in action, screening for Gumal Weijia. Kind of a Spain look as now Phil in the presence of 2 defenders, and a foul on the rebound. It's just back and forth and back and forth with the rebounding fouls. Holyfield with his 5th personal foul. He rested the last couple of minutes. Here you see the left arm over Amig's shoulder. If the ball would have bounced to Holyfield's right hand, he might not even been called for that foul. A fancy spin move, but Ghosthawks loses his balance as Fardas misses the midi. Ghosthawks still trying to recover. Tosses a piece of his accessory as Beast, having made a 3. Previously 0 for 6. A over-the-head spin move, and he keeps on taking out Ghosthawks. Haven't seen Baisan in a while, and he's back. Ghosthawks on the previous play was already kind of knocked. And Xiao Chen watching on as Ghosthawks taking a beating here. There we trying to figure out the situation. I really hope it's not a hyperextension there. Yeah, stoppage in the game. Former Lioneers teammate Rong Yisen, the center from Macau, as Ghosthawks will be actually carried off. I need to rethink the stadium logistics as Ghosthawks pops past. Give another look at Ghosthawks getting stepped on, and there was a little bit of knee contact. Well, what it was an uphill battle is turning into a mountain for the Ghosthawks, but they're hanging in there. Still hand off to Baisa. Getting a switch. They tag out as Baisa flips it up, and Jankovic ends up with it. Down low to Chen Xiaojun. He gets the lay-in. Jankovic with the dime, and Chen Xiaojun puts the Braves up by 1. While firing away from three-point land as the ball is knocked out of Amake's hands. Get another look at Chen Fan, not engaged physically until it was too late. Jankovic, an accurate pass right to the pocket. Loose with the dribble, Amake to Lewis with 5 seconds left. Going baseline, tried to deliver a pass, and Phil getting it off in time, yes! Whatever it takes to make it work, as Beast will slowly cross the timeline. Now spin into a contest, Phil rejects him. And scramble, Amake with a two-handed slam. 5-point run for the Ghosthawks as Braves having trouble just getting it across the timeline. Finally get it in the hands of their point guard. Jankovic, a spinning, twisting push shot goes through. Finally ending the Ghosthawks run. Phil beating his man, and the roll. Stefan Boyen stepping up to be the power forward in this Ghosthawks lineup. Played a lot of power forward last year with the Steelers. Jankovic walking into a three, almost. Go right at Jankovic as the Braves collect the rebound. KJ back to Beast, a tough take, and it goes through. Back and forth we go here in the fourth quarter. Ghosthawks 3 of 8, make it 4 of 9 as Phil's heating up. 11 points for his night. Jankovic has a mismatch, but starting from far away. Pass out to KJ, even on the contest, nothing but net. Who can get some stops first? Amake taking the three and airballs it. Maybe some fatigue going on as substitutions being made. If you look previously at KJ, initially gets stopped, but Beast, no fear despite the block shot earlier. Meanwhile, Chen Fan getting it back. Braves chance to tie with Mbaye and Holyfield in the front court. Archie Goodwin. Loose ball foul. It is only the Ghosthawks' first of the fourth quarter. Here you see Raul Corner offering up some assistance. Commander broadcasters suggesting that the sixth man of the year hasn't been announced. Goodwin spinning out of some trouble. He's got Amake. 3 seconds left. The deep three short. A lot of ball game left. Little Lou overshoots it, a brick. That's not the spot anymore for the Ghosthawks. A steal by McAllen. One man to beat, puts it up and good. Braves call timeout. What was a 1-point deficit going into the fourth quarter is back up to 4. We'll take a break, catch our breaths as the Braves and Ghosthawks continue to battle from Taipei Hooping Gymnasium.
不要叫我，喊出富邦勇士好吗？喊出来！很好，很好。
In a best-of-5 series, the Ghosthawks are trying to secure one road win in this first stop here in Taipei. Ray McAllen with 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 steals. The last one leading to our timeout called by the Braves. In the fourth quarter, they lost Ghosthawks, hopefully not too serious injury. They lost Damon Brooks to disqualification, and yet they're still hanging in there and even finding some success. Here in the fourth quarter, 0 Taipei Fubon Braves offensive rebounds. Way out wide, Chen Yowei gets it to Goodwin. Holyfield sets the screen going left, but they double the pass, and Holyfield able to get under control and lay it in. Archie Goodwin, the generous dime. Phil getting by the defense, swatted way out. As excited as we've seen Michael Holyfield. TJ trying to imitate from the stands. That is certainly a Michael Holyfield super weapon. Able to untangle if needed and surprise the would-be shot taker from up close. Faisal with Goodwin in front. Gets the ball screen. Now goes, and another block. Michael Holyfield and the defense standing tall after the timeout. And look, fake swipe, no physical engagement, and he's got the hops to get up and contest. That one was on the fingertips. 3 block shots on the night. Away, no good, and almost lost the offensive rebound. Keeping the dribble alive, a foul, and Zokwair gets the extra credit. We got ourselves a tie game at 86 apiece. Only first half, we had 3 ties and 6 lead changes. I anticipate by the end of this one, we'll have a lot more. You see Wang Luxiang get beat and not enough to cause a miss. Mbaye in the vicinity and forces a jump ball as Gabby helped up by Holyfield. Josh 8 points on 4 of 9 shooting. The Braves basketball as the Ghosthawks in what kind of resembles a zone as right away Mbaye from the elbow. His offensive board was what gives the Braves that chance at the lead. They took it. McCallan jumping the 3, it rolls out and overcommitted. Braves have numbers over to Holyfield. He's stuffed. The other way, Amick to Gumal, back to 0-0 with a 2-handed dunk. They'll take a little bit of luck and certainly a lot of heart and determination. Goodwin, a step back, got it. Shooting it over Wang Luxiang. Goodwin has a 12-centimeter height advantage over Lewis. Almost a loose ball as Gabby from 17 feet knocks it down. Oh, almost loses it out of bounds. But Goodwin got him off balance, shoots the 3, and McCallan is a 2013 NBA draft contemporary. Ray with physicality, draws the foul, and hoop and the harm. He's been asking for it all game, and here in the 4th quarter, draws it on Zhou. Zhou even has the height advantage, but Ray with only the basket in his sights. Here's he pulls up and has the control, utilizing the bank, making it easy. No luck on the bounce as Mbaye eventually secures the rebound. Goodwin is fouled and almost made the shot. Bad by the Ghosthawks to not match up properly. But if you can believe it, that is only Pardos's first personal foul. Oh, excuse me, his first foul of the quarter, his 3rd overall. Yankovic will come in for Holyfield. Goodwin on the game, 21 points, making his first free throw just now. Does not double it up. So the Ghosthawks have a lead by 1. Under 4 minutes to play. Gumal on the right side, the action on the left. McCallan on the curl, back to Gumal, catch and shoot on the way. No good as a scramble for the rebound ends up out of bounds for the Braves.
Heel check. Good. Get it. Like rip through one time. Not in his face, but rip through. He's gonna.
The refs will go to the monitor themselves to check the possession. It was the Braves who had possession on the initial call, as we see Goodwin and Wang Luxiang go for the basketball. So just a stoppage to confirm what the referee saw. Here in the fourth quarter, no Brave has multiple field goals made, though they are shooting a proficient 8 for 14.
We gotta know we have one to give.
Excuse me, that was the Ghosthawks, the Braves on their side. The Ghosthawks on their side, 8 for 18. That's how we work it out. Away with Yankovic screening. Goodwin on the Spain. A clutching land with the left hand. Smart call by the Braves out of the break. In the painted area, McAllen puts it on target as Gabby's fouled on the second effort. Josh having to hang tough. You know, look at the Spain setup. Callan trying to meet Taipei out wide, but not necessarily how high you jump, but sometimes how far you can jump. Gabby's first free throw is missed. He has 12 points and 6 rebounds. Makes the correction. The Ghosthawks trying to work on their 4-win and 10-loss record in their franchise in the playoffs. Goodwin driving, a tough take high off the window. Pressure back on the Ghosthawks side. Gumao is fouled. Easily on the ball screen, had an advantage on Taipei and took advantage of it. And Taipei with starting to enter foul trouble territory. Braves on the night, 17 of 25 from the line. Ghosthawks just a little bit under 70% as Gumao Weijian strokes the first. 11 points, 8 assists. One more than his counterpart in Taipei. Pass to Zheng Xiangjun as the Ghosthawks settle into a 2-3. Yankovic down low to Zheng Xiangjun and making the reverse. Great setup by the Braves. Braves trying to get ahead of Gumao, snatching it forward and fouled. The bench reacting, but Taipei did not hardly move. Get another look. Taipei, a much improved three-point shooter, took Gabby away from the painted area. finally, one bounces out. If you're the Braves fan, Gumal Weijia was a perfect 6 for 6. Points, 2 boards, 8 assists. Gumal Weijia in his 4th professional season. Ghosthawks in man defense. Anyway, gets the switch, targeting Yankovic. Sees 2 defenders and an early take foul. Not the worst thing in the world, under 2 minutes. Gumal Weijia. Previously had fatigue issues and kept him off the floor. Tonight, 38 minutes played. Second only to Vardas. Josh will slow play it with 10 seconds on the clock. Screen by Yankovic, over to Goodwin. The deep step back from 30 feet, rims out. Chance for the Ghosthawks. They haven't had a field goal since the 4:02 mark. There's a whistle, and they say 2 free throws. And if that's on Taipei, he is out of the game. Yeah, look at Gumal Weijia catch Taipei. It could have been called on Zhou Guiyu if the Braves were going to concede a foul at all, which I doubt they would. Taipei heads to the bench, 6 points, 6 rebounds, and 7 assists. During the regular season, the Ghosthawks averaged 21 free throw attempts per game. Tonight, free throw attempt number 29 and 30. As the Mander broadcaster getting some love. Gumal Weijia easily drops in 2. Ghosthawks up by 1 with a minute left. Braves are frustrated with the officiating, kind of off kilter, but let's see if Archie Goodwin can calm things down. Close to the timeline. Creates some space as the double team comes. The desperation pass to KJ, fresh in the game. High arc off the side. Still time for the Braves if they get a stop. But a 3-pointer would almost secure the Ghosthawks. McCallan dribbling left, rolling it to Gabby with 2 seconds left. A tough take, Amake puts it on target. Wait, no, they say shot clock violation. So the clock is stopped, and the Braves will call timeout. The Ghosthawks do not have the luxury of fouling without sending the Braves to the line. Getting a look at the last possession. Goodwin doing a good job to hold off McCallum, and meanwhile Gabby running into Goodwin, no call there, and the shot that did not touch the rim. You know, I see Amake and Yankovic battle the whole way. I wonder how Archie Goodwin feels after taking that shot on the play.
好，后场，后场，不是要更快一点？没有啦，我要打一波。哎 ，and we go， double check。Double check， duck， 走啊，起 get the ball。杨军，你挡第一个。这样挡第二个。KJ， 下。Then screen， go and flare。杨军 flare for Holy。杨军 for step， go if double check， they will switch here。Switch here， 杨军 go maybe。Flare for step。如果没有进要犯规。如果 if we not miss， we need to have foul。Make shot one shot。确认一次后的吗？对。
If they score, be ready. I will call time. Be ready. Just 看我，谢谢。
Coach Corner.
This is where I can use my Chinese, right?
Working on 500 days of Mandarin lessons. The surprising part is he almost used all of it in that press conference in the last regular season game. 21 seconds, Braves inbounding full court. And a foul before the inbound, and maybe not the worst result for the Ghosthawks. If it's just a common foul, no way for the officials to review. Ray trying to contend that.
Never mind.
Goodwin was the one that caused it. There's still a lot of corralling and holding in there. Well, again, the good news for the Ghosthawks, the worst that can happen as of right now is Goodwin makes 2 free throws. Oh, spoke too soon. And they have 21 seconds and 2 full timeouts on their side. Braves, you see on their ledger, 0 timeouts left. They do have a player called timeout if they will go for it. So actually, my apologies, that was the before inbounds foul, 1 free throw. Assuming the Braves will run the same play, they want a mismatch. Anticipating switches. Lift up, Jack to Yankovic, 10 seconds left. To Josh going baseline, loses the handle of it, and the referee saying Braves basketball with 5.9 on the clock. The referees are not electing to look at it themselves, so change things up. Braves need to score, and they will call the timeout. Well, this broadcaster spoke too soon. That missed free throw does make a huge difference, because the Braves can't even hold for a last shot. They need to put one up, no matter how much time is on the clock. We spoke all game of how the Ghosthawks have an uphill battle, down 0-1 in this series, losing a couple of their rotation guys. But as it stands right now, with Chen Yongwei fouled out of the game and down by 1, the Braves, the fate of their game tonight rests on this timeout and execution. They have not had a field goal since 2 minutes and 20 seconds when Yankovic hit Zheng Xianjun on the reverse layup against the zone defense. I really doubt the Ghosthawks will give him that look here. Josh, the inbounder. Zheng Xianjun stopped initially as Goodwin coming for the ball. Backwards to Yankovic. Got to put a move on from three-point land. Puts it up, short. And the rebounding Ghosthawks survive here in Taipei.
Let's go.
What a back and forth battle. And despite the odds, the Ghosthawks get a split in the first 2 games. Get another look at Josh electing to throw it back to Yankovic, whose momentum backwards gave Fardas Amek a chance to get in the play, and credit Yankovic for even putting it on the rim. But they denied the first look close to the basket, and a desperation heave did not produce the miracle for the Braves. So at least for now, mission accomplished. After what was a dreadful game one, the Ghosthawks at least send the series back to Tainan and ensure 2 games at home, and see if they'll get a reaction and a heavy home support back in Tainan as Damon Brooks greets his teammates. Shades of Irga Caminos jumping out of the locker. The Braves, having won 3 championships, have the first ever 1-1 tie after the first 2 games in a semi-final series. They were previously not driven to a 1-1 tie in the first round. Pretty unbelievable, but the Ghosthawks not only defying that, defy the difficulties tonight as Chen is interviewed by Aaron.
来谈一下好不好？今天得到11分，投进了3个3分球，其中有8分，其中在关键的第4节。那第4节你带着什么样的心态去上场拼战呢？
其实第4节我其实蛮享受在这比赛的，因为就这系列赛就是5场嘛，就5场。对，那我就是告诉我自己，就是好好的享受这比赛，然后不管是我们在落后，又或者是我们气势很低的时候，我就告诉自己，我们不能输，我们气势也不能输他们。
好，那谈一下哦，就是在气势这部分，迪蒙被驱逐出场一定很伤，但是科纳教练有鼓励你们，然后还有包括像盖比也适时顶上来这个位置，你也曾经守到对方的这个4号位置的高度，你在这么劣势的情况之下，怎么样跟队友去沟通，然后包括像盖比怎么样去帮助球队？
因为这部分其实我们练球的时候都练过很多次，对，那其实教练就是给我们很大的一个 range， 就是他没有特定设定说我们3、4、5号位就是一定要固定守到谁，就是我们在比赛当下我们可以换，我们自己沟通，但是我们要把这球守住。我们喊换了，但是我们就是要把对方给守住。对。
关键的前2场客场，你们拿下了1场比赛的胜利。接下来第3战跟第4战要回到自家主场，有没有什么话对自己的队友，或者说在台南那边支持你们的地主球迷们说？
我想对我说，我很爱你们，那很谢谢你们，很谢谢你们，我们一起打拼，然后拿下这场胜利，对我很爱你们。
谢谢谢谢。好，最终的比赛呢，我们要恭喜台钢猎鹰获得胜利，来，请陈帆呢帮我们签名。
来来去了。大家可以把握时间，一起到现场。OK， congratulations。来线上，林志杰选手来。
收好，不要遗失了。以及如果有用餐的垃圾，帮我们丢到场边的垃圾桶，一起守护我们的主场的环境整洁。谢谢大家。
we have a 1-1 series tie with the TSG Ghosthawks coming into town, being blasted in game 1, no matter. Being short of import, no matter. Hopefully, fingers crossed, Ghosthawks is just an owie and not more seriously hurt. No matter, the Ghosthawks pull off the 98-97 victory. On the final statistics, points, field goal shooting, three-point shooting, rebounds, assists, and turnovers. By the end, the Braves do have a rebounding advantage, but coughed the ball up a couple more times. The Ghosthawks, led by Chen who made 3 three-pointers on the game, have a slight edge there. And not shown, but I think very critical to this game, the Ghosthawks sinking 22 of 30 free throws, mostly by Gumal Weijia, who went 9 of 10. Paras Amek not bad, 5 of 6. Gabby missed one in the 4th quarter, but still 6 of 8. Better than the Braves, 17 of 26. Only for 65%. So game 3 and now game 4 on the schedule. Things get kicked off in Tainan on Tuesday night at 7, and we'll see if it will be a closeout or a continuation of the series on Thursday night, also at 7 p.m. Meanwhile, on the docket on the Basketball Championship League Asia East Final 6, the semifinals game between the Pilots and Daewon United is about to tip off in about 13 or so minutes. The Pilots need to win to make it to back-to-back BCL Asia East Finals, as Isaiah Briscoe and the South China Athletic await them in the championship game, having beat the Chinggis Broncos. Broncos last year's BCL Asia League champs, as led by Ian Miller and Plus League alum Jordan Chimanga. On the Braves side, Archie Goodwin led them once again in scoring with 23 points, but on 23 field goal attempts and 5 free throw attempts. On behalf of our Mandarin broadcasters on the left, Chen Ziwei, and Formosa Television's Cai Jingjing on the right, we thank you for tuning in. I'm Ryan Chen, and we'll be signing off. We'll see you in the next one.